international destination you went to? I love Argentina. It's a great country, and that happens to be where our next presenter is. So, please help me welcome Alejandro, Palandjoglou.
Hello everyone, I'm Alejandro. I don't know that crazy guy. I think he's a rock star that came to our cast. So I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina, where I did my undergrad in industrial design and then a master's in furniture. And I worked for a year doing all sorts of things in a design firm, but then I started my own furniture company. I was doing pretty good, I think, and I was featured in a book, the first industrial design book. But then I applied to Stanford, and I got accepted, and I rushed and proposed to my girlfriend, well, now wife. She said yes, and 3 months after, I'm here. Yeah, I really wanted to learn more about design and art. And in the next slides, I want to show some of my learnings and what is design really about for me. Design is a craft, and it made really sense after taking John Edmark's class, the chair, and I started doing all sort of rough sketches of ideas I had in my head, and making sure the ergonomics and materials were good. And to me, essentially, design is about transforming your ideas into something physical, tangible, something you can touch and feel. And I was really fortunate that I had access to the Parallel Wood Shop as well as the Sculpture Lab because I used all of their camps. And well, step by step, the chair came together. But I really like, I paid close attention. I'm a very obsessive person about the form and aesthetics and details and how one piece ties into the other. Moving on, design for me is also about creating impact in the world. I was lucky enough to be a part of an amazing team. Liz, Neil, and David, 2 medical students and an MBA. And in a class called Extreme Affordability, we're working to develop a low-cost nasal interface for babies who were having pneumonia or other breathing problems. So we prototyped like crazy before going on these baby mannequins here at Stanford. I think they were worth like $70,000 or something like that. You can test their lungs and stuff. It's amazing. But we went over Bangladesh and discovered like pneumonia is a really crucial and deadly disease. And we got 2 grants from the Biodesign and Socially, traveled there and took our prototypes. And it's been an amazing experience. There's a clinical trial going on. There are 100 babies that already use our device. And as I said, this is really serious. If our device doesn't work, the next step is intubation. And we don't want to get into that because all of the odds are against in that stage. So yeah, it's an amazing experience working with a great team and making things happen and having an impact in the world. These are the first 3 babies that use the device. And after a few days, that's here our first user. Really happy, him and her mother. High five. So design is a process. I worked with Brett and Kyle. Emily was here, I think. We did this board game, redefining of a board game, as Brett showed. But the truth is that for me in that project was learning about the design process and that's not a linear and structured way. We started on this obscure theme about dropping your technology away when you were getting home, and ended up doing this game platform, which I don't know how we got there, but so I was really happy about doing ID stuff. So you log in with your social media, and suddenly a card appears, and it's the endless stack of cards that you can play over and over again, keeping it fresh, not like Trivial Pursuit. So yeah, we tested with 4 families who got really excited. Design is learning something new. It's pretty cool to learn how to weld, tube bending, or even working with fiberglass in the loft. But I also learned cool stuff like Arduino, but this is the most important thing I will be missing from now on, is not being able to learn from you guys. It's been an amazing experience working along you and already miss you. Design is having fun. For an art project, I wanted to combine my 3 passions, furniture, making with tools, I'm a builder, and soccer as an Argentine. So naturally that led to me buying an old football table, removing all the hardware, refurbishing it, and making a new table, adding some lights, and making it and finally, design is doing what you love. It's impossible to remove, your background and deny who you are, your DNA as a designer. I love doing furniture, and the first year I did 3 pieces of furniture, and second year personal statements came, and I said, okay, I'll do 4. So, yeah, but finally it's really hard to describe design, and I think it's everything. I want to thank my mom, my sister, and my uncle who came here, all my lofties, faculty, Bill, David, Fanny, John. But especially I want to say thank you to my wife, who's going to have the most creative designer in a month from now.